y'all, welcome back. Today for you I have my monthly favorites for the month of April. I didn't get to film one for March because of the kitchen remodel and things just going crazy. So these are my favorite products that I have just been loving for the month of April. So let's get into it. So I don't have a ton of products that I've been loving for the month of April. So I'm going to start off with just some basic skincare. This is the Freeman Barefoot Step Into Smooth Nourish Skin foot cream, and I have just been loving this. This is the lime and coconut scent, and this is for nourishing plus hydrates to dry skin. It doesn't have a super overpowering coconut scent, and I think that's because of the lime that's infused in it. So I do like it because coconut's not one of my favorite scents, but love this stuff. Makes my feet oh so soft, and you know we're getting into flip-flop season, so got to get them toes in perfect condition. Next up, skincare product has been the Garnier Micellar water, and this is the one for waterproof mascara. So it has the two chain, you shake it up and you mix them together. And I have been loving this. Usually the facial wipes I use do remove all of my makeup, but no matter how hard you try, there's always some mascara residue left behind. So I like to put just a little bit of this on a pad after I've removed my makeup, wipe it off, and just get off that little last bit. Or even sometimes the next morning you find some. It's like, where did you come from? This takes it off, does not irritate my eyes. You get a ton of product for the price. It's only like $6.97, I believe, at Walmart. It's where I purchased this. And they do have a couple different kinds, but like I said, this is the one for waterproof mascara, so it has the little blue lid. Been loving that. Another item that's not necessarily skincare, but we're just bouncing right into makeup pretty much, is my E.O.S lip balm of the month. And this month it's Honeydew, and it's just the one I pulled out, and I love to use these before I put on my makeup, to help my lips get moisturized before I do my lipstick, which is always my last step. So have been just loving that. Now also moving on, something I've been using for facial primer. And Tati Westbrook, the Glam Life Guru, she recommended this, and this is the Monistat Chafing Gel. So this is what you use like if you have parts of your body that you might like rub together and chafe, but this stuff is a fabulous face primer. It is an oh my god face primer. Pore filling, extended wear, long wear face primer. It contains all of the same ingredients as face primer, and it's such an affordable price. You get 1.5 ounces in this, and it's like $5. Like, I'm not even kidding, it's like $4.97. You find this over in the hoo-ha section of the store. not makeup, obviously, but love it. I've been loving that to death. Another thing that I just cannot quit using, and this is the IT Cosmetics Waterproof Bye Bye Undereye Anti-Aging Dark Circle Eraser or Concealer. And this came in my Ipsy bag. This is just a little baby travel size. I will purchase the full size of this when I run out, which is going to take me forever because you use so very little. I'm in the shade tan. Love this. I mean, conceals dark circles completely. Lasts me all day long. Doesn't get like bunchy, kind of start to wear down or anything like right underneath the eyes. Just it lasts and stays all day long. It is extremely emollient, so you do want to immediately set it after putting it on. So another concealer that I have just been loving, and most of the time when I'm using just a concealer, I'm just using it to like clean up the edges of my eye makeup, or maybe hide like a little blemish or something. Like I had a little thing over here I was hiding. It is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I'm in the shade 25, which is medium. Just comes in this doe foot applicator, goes on like that. But I love this stuff. Love it. It's a perfect skin match for me, for just concealing, not for like brightening or anything like that. I have other things I can use for that, but love it. Have just been in love with it this month. Next up, and this was in a haul, this is the NYX Tame and Frame Brow Pomade. It's comparable to the Anastasia Dip Brow, and I have the shade Espresso, which is a very dark brown, and heaven. Oh my gosh, does this stuff stays all day. Easy, effortless to put in. Awesome, awesome, awesome formula. I'm in love with it. I am so happy I found this because I can get real precise using my angled brush because, you know, I have a lot to be filling in. I have very sparse eyebrows, so I'm filling in a ton. And sometimes with a pencil, it's just like I'm there forever. This, it's like one swipe, I'm good to go. Love, love, love it. Another thing I've been using with my eyebrows, and this was actually in a haul too, and this is the Essence Lash and Brow Mascara. Now my little spoolie here, he's filthy of course because I've been using him so the fluid's turning brown. But for $3, I picked this up at Target. I'm in love with this stuff. It holds my brows all day long and they don't get like crunchy, cakey and flaky, you know, but it is like really good hairspray for your brows. Love. I put this right up next to NYX Control Freak. I love NYX Control Freak, but for $3 and as much of this stuff as I go through, I'm gonna start picking this up because this stuff is really good. I say give it a try. Okay, now moving on to the face. My Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. I'm in the shade 230, which is a natural buff. I have worn this every single day that I have not gone to work. So it's been, and I actually have wore it to work the other day by accident. I usually wear my Revlon Color Stay to work because I know that that's going to last throughout my entire shift. But I accidentally did wear this to work the other day because it's just like habit picking it up and grab it. This bottle, ooh, I'm getting low. I'm almost out, but I have a couple backups. But this is a fabulous foundation. It does stay matte. It does not wear as long as Color Stay. I noticed it starting to break down about 6-7 hours into my shift. Not that big of a deal. I had some powder. I did some touching up. But still, I love this foundation. It's fabulous. And it makes you matte, but doesn't flat matte. It almost has like a demi matte finish. Love, love this stuff. Okay, and next up, I've been into contouring a lot again. You know, I guess with summer months coming up, I'm wanting to contour. I have no clue. Anyway, I've been reaching for my Wet n Wild contour palette. This is the one in Dulce de Leche, which means sweet milk. And I love this. This is the original still. This is the old school one, not the one that they've reformulated. Super soft powders. Really, really good. Really, really pigmented. The contour shade is so close to my own skin tone that it leaves just the perfect shadow-esque color. The lighter color I don't use really to highlight, but I do like to use it to like brighten my under eyes. So, you know, like set my under eyes and brighten under there. So love, love that. Been loving it. Another thing I've been reaching for blush is in my E.L.F. Blush palette, and this is the light blush palette, but it's this shade right here. It's this more kind of apricot shade, and I have just been loving this. This is, you know, and it's the least of shades that I would think that I would go for, but it's just, it turns out to be such a pretty blush shade. It's surprising. Super pigmented, you know, one little, you know, just a couple taps, you know, one little tap in really, and a couple taps off and on the cheeks, and I have been loving it. I've worn it several times. I love it. Another thing that I absolutely love, and this came in my Ipsy bag, so it came midway through. Well, I think I got my Ipsy bag around April 10th or 12th this month, but it's the Elizabeth Mott Show Me Your Cheeks blush in peach pink, and oh my god, I am just in love with this stinking blush. Super soft, super creamy, real pretty pigmentation in it. It's got kind of a orangey, pinky coral cast to it, or coral color to it with the gold shimmery cast. Like I said, I find this really comparable to NARS Orgasm or Wet n Wild's Pearlescent Pink, because I think Pearlescent Pink is very much like NARS Orgasm, but I think this would be flattering on many skin tones. Just love that. Going to buy a full size of it. Okay, next up is my eyeshadow. I have just been in love with my Too Faced Chocolate Bar. I've just been in here and I've been creating several different looks and using shadows that maybe I don't use as much in here or haven't used as much, such as this one up here at the top, the Guild Ganache, which is kind of like this olive gold, but very deep, kind of a really hard, it's a hard shade to describe. It's got a lot of gold glitter in it, but I've just been finding I've been able to use that. I've been using the lavender shade, the Candied Violet, a lot more. So just kind of rediscovered love with my chocolate bar palette. It's just been kind of my go-to. It's the one I've just been grabbing, and just, I love it. I love it. Such a great palette. Next up is the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in Radiant Lights. I love this. I hauled this a long time ago back in the winter. And this month, I have just been hooked on this thing. I've just been using it constantly, and I think I just got some ganache in it. Darn it. Let's get that out of there. But I have just been loving this. It's just such a pretty highlight. Very flattering, I think, for many skin tones. Now, I've heard people say that they're not really into this, but it seems to be almost across the board that everybody who says they can't get up behind this highlighter has been using the peach one. I've not tried the peach one, but I will say if you tried the peach one and you didn't like it because it went on patchy or you just couldn't get it to work really well, try the Radiant Light one, because it's the one I have and it's gorgeous. It's creamy, it's rich, it's the highlighter I'm wearing today. It lasts. I didn't get no patchiness out of it. Love, love, love it. Okay, and then next up would be my mascara, and I have a new one now. I just hauled it, so it's probably gonna be my monthly favorite for May, or for April, or where am I? May. For May. I don't even know what month it is, guys. It's the CoverGirl Supersizer, because ever since I bought that, I've only had it for like a week. I love it. But what I have wore the whole month of April, I don't even think I grabbed for another one of my other ones, is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Luscious. And it's, you know, it's kind of has this fanned, funky shaped brush. This is just such a good formula. It leaves your lashes, you know, not super stiff. It kind of leaves a little bit of softness left into them, but it really fans my lashes out, really makes them look big and voluminous, and gives me length. And it's super black. I mean, out of all of my black, and I always get like blackest black, whatever the blackest shade is, that's the one I get. I think this one's blacker than all of them, honestly. Love, love, love this stuff. The only bad thing is it's not the best for your lower lashes, because I think of the oil, it does kind of, it likes to bleed and flake and go down in there. So I usually use something else on the bottom, like the original Lash Sensational works really, really well on the bottoms. This one, not so much on the bottoms, but what it does for the tops, I'm in heaven. I love. So that's pretty much everything that was my favorites. And I do, well, oh no, I'm sorry. I have one more that's a favorite. This is the Real Techniques Cleansing Palette. Now, these launched a couple months ago. I've had mine for, I guess, probably about a month, maybe a month and a half now. And I'm just in heaven with this thing. You can find it at Real Techniques website. They're $15. They're $14.99 at Ulta. And oddly enough, my Walmart was selling these for $19.99. Now I went up there and they price match. And they're like, well, is that the sale price? We need the sale ad. I'm like, no, it's $15 on Real Techniques website. What are y'all trying to pull? So anyway, they gave it to me for that price. But this little puppy was hard to find at first. But now it seems to be everywhere. But this is just such an awesome brush cleaning pad. It really is. You got the 3 different types of textures plus sizes, and you kind of just hold it like this and you go to town, and it just, I love using it to cleanse my brushes. It's so much more gentle on my brushes than what I was using previously. So I love this. Probably a pretty good dupe for the Sigma. I don't have the Sigma glove, but I'm pretty sure this is probably a good dupe for it, but I do love it. Okay, now the last product I have is a no. And I just can't get on board with it. I hauled it a long time ago. I really gave it a really good shot. I still pull it out every now and then and try to just get something out of it. And I think this is just a gimmicky product. If it works for other people, fantastic. It does nothing for me. It's the NYX Skinny Mascara. It is so cute. I mean, look how teeny tiny that wand is. I mean, it's so super teeny tiny. The problem I have with it is I don't think I can get enough product on the brush. Like, I kind of put it in there and I wiggle it around trying to get some out. And it looks like there's product on there, but I've been using it trying to, like, for my lower lashes to get some definition there. And it's just like nothing. It's like I have to constantly wiggle, 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 comb, 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 wiggle, 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 comb, comb, comb. And it doesn't even clump them because it's just not putting anything on there at all. I thought it might be gimmicky. I think it is gimmicky. I know Maybelline's Lash Discovery is a smaller wand. I may try and give that one a chance. And I think CoverGirl has one too that's a smaller wand that you can get in there and do it. If anybody else knows of any others that are like a smaller, it doesn't have to be this micro tiny, because I think the problem is the brush. It does not pick up enough product, or there's just not enough product in here. I don't know. But I think that's part of the problem is that even if it does pick up the product, the bristles are so tiny that it can't lay it on there. I think it's a couple of different things that make this just a gimmicky product. So if anybody else out there knows of a tiny mascara for the lower lashes, and not MAC Giga, because I don't want to spend that kind of money on mascara, but like something drugstore, like if the Lash Discovery is really good, if you've used that, or the little one by CoverGirl, I can't remember what the name of it is, if you use that, let me know so I can give that a try, because this, no, it's just a no, 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 no. It's gimmicky and it does nothing for me. So that is it. That has been my favorite products for the month of April. Almost all makeup, very few skincare, because I've pretty much am still on the same skincare regimen that has been in my previous monthly favorites. So that is that. I hope that you did enjoy this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know that you did like it. It means a lot to me. And I will see you next time.